Founded in 1993, AirAsia Berhad started operating on 18 November 1996. Currently, AirAsia has transported more than 55 million tourists from the region, and it is working to expand its network of routes through its affiliated business. Through the corporate tagline, "Now everyone can fly," AirAsia has revolutionized air travel, bringing over more and more passengers across the nation with their preferred mode of transportation. AirAsia have two visions, which is to lead the flight industry and to be the most known low-cost airline that offer AirAsians best flying experience. Next is to provide passengers with full premier facilities while also providing the lowest flight cost. So, AirAsia have several missions, which is one of them is to achieve a positive and empower workforce and develop close relationship between staff and top management. Next is organizational culture. Organizational culture is the set of beliefs, standards, and behavior that all team members must uphold in order to function effectively. The corporate culture of AirAsia was influenced by both of its founders, which is Tony Fernandez and Datuk Kamarudin Meranon. The distinctive culture of AirAsia Group Berhad is based on the idea that everyone deserves an equal change regardless of abilities, background, or aspirations. Another important aspect of AirAsia organizational culture is having a clear objective. As you can see, the figures show the board of directors of AirAsia.
SWOT analysis consists of 4 components, including strengths, weakness, opportunities, and threats. So, this is the SWOT analysis that we have done for AirAsia. The strengths of AirAsia are increment of passengers, cheapest price, good image, great marketing strategy, and many choices for destination. While for AirAsia weakness, it includes poor customer services, low profit, limited services, risk of online system disruption, and top management decision-making style. Next, the internal opportunities of AirAsia consist of support from Malaysian government, new route expansions, shift in consumer lifestyle, reopening of international border, and the rise of the Asian middle class. And the last component of this SWOT analysis is threats. Threats consist of competition in the same sector, pandemic of COVID-19, rising and unstable fuel and labor cost, climate change and environment threat, and also problem in technology.
Now, I will explain the internal factor evaluation (IFE) of AirAsia. According to the figure, there are 10 key internal factors, of which 5 of them are AirAsia strengths and the remaining 5 are AirAsia weaknesses. These key internal factors will then be rated using 4 rating scales, which 1 is major weakness, 2 is minor weakness, 3 is minor strength, and 4 is major strength. So, after we calculated this key internal factor using IFE matrix, we found that great marketing strategy received the highest weighted score, which is 0.6. Marketing is a key player in the airline industry, and adopting the right marketing policies will maintain customers' interest in using the airline service. That's why AirAsia has implemented a variety of marketing strategies in order to increase the value of its customers. In the meantime, limited service has been identified as AirAsia's primary area of weakness, followed by the risk of online system disruption, low profit, poor customer services, and top management decision-making style. Overall, AirAsia is in a strong internal position as its total weighted score is 2.74. This indicates that AirAsia effectively utilizes its strengths and is able to improve its weaknesses.
Next, I will explain AirAsia External Factor Evaluating Matrix. As you can see, the score of the EFE matrix is 3.24 and explain that AirAsia is good in utilizing their opportunities and handling their threats, especially due to COVID-19 outbreak. Based on this EFE matrix, the opportunities higher weighted scores belong to support from the Malaysia government at 0.8, AirAsia holds the best trust from the governments to be as an asset, since the government action in allowing AirAsia to continue their flight operations only for fully vaccinated passengers. Meanwhile, the higher vector cost for threat is the pandemic of COVID-19 at 0.48. The COVID-19 has closed all international borders and fully restricted AirAsia to continue their business operation in the aviation industry. In addition, movement control orders imposed by the government also have made AirAsia respond superiorly to retrench their employees and do business restructuring.
Now, let's take a look of CPM. Based on the competitive profile matrix CPM, it shows that AirAsia is the strongest company with a total weight score of 2.8 compared to their two competitors, which is Malaysia Airlines with a total weight score of 2.75 and Malindo Airlines with the lowest number of 2.55. There are two problems faced by AirAsia. The first one is retrenchment. Due to unable to operate normally, AirAsia had to lay off some of their employees to reduce labor costs. Based on report sources, it is stated that AirAsia may fire more than 300 workers in order to reduce operations in response to the difficult situations brought on by the COVID-19 pandemic. The retrenchment is expected to involve 111 of 1,900 cabin crew members, 172 pilots, and 50 engineers. According to their CEO, Riyad Asmat, he stated that email notification will be sent to everyone affected by the job cuts within 24 hours. Additionally, AirAsia agrees to compensate all involved. Management, operation, crew, and pilots are all just a few of the workforce sectors that will be affected by the proposed job reduction. The second one is maintaining corporate image. Maintaining corporate identities has consequences, and a company like AirAsia Group will be no exception. Issues keep arising from the company as a result of a COVID-19 pandemic and lockdown, which interfere with the operation of their airlines as they struggle to maintain and support the company's overall operation and profitability. As a result, one of its subsidiaries, AirAsia, was identified by its external auditors as a financial challenge concern. Because of that, if the company can achieve recast its finances within a year, Bursa Malaysia may delist the company's share. With their current liabilities exceeding their current assets, the group and their subsidiary both recorded net losses of Malaysia ringgit 33.72 billion and 33.79 billion respectively. The outbreak has forced both parties to put the airline's operation on an extended break since March and postpone making the previously stated payment to their creditors.
So as you can see here, this is the SWOT matrix that has been done based on SWOT analysis previously. For SO strategies, the strategies are promoting and advertising AirAsia. This strategy comes from S1, S3, S4 and O2. The second SO strategy is to give offer for targeted group, and this strategy comes from S2, O4 and O5. Okay, for WO strategies, AirAsia should add in-flight services, and this strategy comes from W3 and O4. The second WO strategy is to provide better compensation for any delay, and this strategy comes from W1 and O3. So for ST strategies, AirAsia should maintain their good image, and this strategy comes from S3 and T1. The second ST strategy is AirAsia must offer cheaper price for its customer, This strategy comes from S2 and T2. And the last one is WT strategies. AirAsia should send their employees for training, and this strategy comes from W1 and T1. And the second one is AirAsia must increase the utilization of technology, and this strategy comes from W4 and T5.
In order to use this metric, we need the total weighted score from both IFE and EFE metrics that we discussed earlier. As you can see from the figure, the weighted score for IFE and EFE has been intercepted in cells 2. This indicates that AirAsia's current position is to grow and build. Thus, AirAsia needs intensive tactical strategies that focus on market penetration, market development, and product development. Whereas from the operational standpoint, AirAsia should consider integrative strategies for its backward integration, forward integration, and horizontal integration. Overall, AirAsia has positioned itself in Region 1, which is the best region among the three due to its high IFE and EFE total weighted score. This position shows AirAsia is a successful organization that is able to achieve a portfolio of business.
So these are the three best strategies that has been chosen, including unrelated diversification, market development, and retrenchment. So the first one is unrelated diversification. It is when a company enters a market that bears little or no similarity to its current market or markets. And if the airline industry suddenly has problems, AirAsia may be able to disperse risks through unrelated diversification and take advantage of increased profit opportunities from the new venture. But in order to start a new business or corporation, strong management and financial skills are needed. If these are lacking, it could put AirAsia in an unfavorable situation due to the loss of resources and money. Next, Thai National Airlines was the only airline able to operate non-stop flights between Bangkok and Chiang Mai during the early 90s. However, AirAsia was founded in 1993 to finally connect Asia unlike any other airline firm. They operate a huge global network of flights both domestically and abroad. Market development is yet another tactic that AirAsia can use, and the goal of market development is to offer the same product in new markets. As an illustration, AirAsia can add new routes outside its current ones. Although opening up new routes may have benefits, it will be more expensive than expanding the market because more planes and pilots are required. The last strategy is retrenchment. On September 20, AirAsia has decided to lay off or retrench the 10%, which is 24,000 of their employees to combat pandemic COVID-19. And this strategy is only to endure the coronavirus outbreak. Within 72 hours, affected employees were informed, and AirAsia Malaysia offers support to affected workers year-round, including medical benefits and redemption of flight coupons. Once the airline has withstood the epidemic, those laid off will be rehired, and remaining employees won't experience salary reductions. AirAsia X will also go through a wider round of layoffs, comprising both technical and cabin crew on a last-in, first-out premise. Salaries will be examined, and some employees will be given the option of taking unpaid time off, probably for six months or until the situation improves.
Quantitative Strategic Planning Matrix, or also known as QSPM, is a technique for strategic management used to evaluate strategy options and measure the relative attractiveness of strategies. The QSPM techniques prioritize various plans and evaluates which of the selected strategy option is generally practicable. Based on the QSPF table above, there are three alternative strategies that can be used by AirAsia companies to pursue the increased marketing activities strategy, which are promoting and advertising AirAsia, editing in-flight services, and offering cheapest prices. The sum total attractiveness score (TAS) of adding in-flight services shows the highest scores, which is 5.39 compared to two other alternative strategies, namely promoting and advertising AirAsia, with the lowest total TAS of 4.4 and offer cheapest price, which is 4.38 of total score.
The first strategy in strategy implementation is promoting and advertising AirAsia. AirAsia must intensely promoting their new road destination and emphasizing on travel places that can be visited at their new road destination. In order to implement this strategy, AirAsia must utilize all platforms that they can advertise and promote, such as television and social media platform. For example, Facebook, which aim to the older peoples, as well as TikTok, Instagram, Twitter to aim at the travelers. So, due to rising numbers of TikTok users, AirAsia should target TikTok as one of the essential platforms to promote their products, new roads, and many more. They can even collaborate with famous TikTokers to attract viewers in order to ensure the effectiveness of the promotion strategies. Since this strategy is part of marketing strategy, then AirAsia must always remember that marketing is a continuing and long process. AirAsia has to ensure their marketing strategies is continuously alert with any opportunities in the industry, always do a proper research, developing innovative plans, and communicating the promotion strategy with other departments.
The second strategy is adding in-flight services. To maintain the stability and strength of the company, AirAsia needs to add several strategies in their operations by adding in-flight services. These services aim to simplify the affairs of their customers and provide a more convenient service for them. For example, as we know, in the wake of the COVID-19 pandemic, AirAsia has added their business capital to the e-hailing sectors known as AirAsia Ride. To make it easier for their customer, AirAsia can add a service to send or pick up their customer to the airport or home for those who do not have a transportation to board AirAsia flight. These services can be included once in any available flights package. The strategy not only simplifies the affairs of their customers, but also further expands the operation of their e-hailing sectors.
And the last strategy is to offer a cheaper price. It is a normal thing that businesses will increase their price of products to cover up all the long delayed costs because of COVID-19 outbreak. Hence, in order to maintain AirAsia competitive advantage, AirAsia must strategically offer a cheaper price, but not to forget, not too low since they have to sustain the cost. AirAsia also must do price matching analysis to identify which products are suitable for low price and which products are not. By offering cheaper prices, AirAsia can beat their competitors who offer higher prices than them. Therefore, in order to strategically offer lower prices, AirAsia must understand their cost, overhead, and the value of their products. It is to ensure that the lower prices imposed will not reduce any value of their products. For example, AirAsia have huge overhead costs, so the lower prices imposed must be only for a temporary price cut to avoid any increment in overhead costs, because the reason for this lower price strategy is only to catch the customer interest who want to travel after this endemic of COVID-19.
There are a few expectations of a new strategy that we find relevant for the company, and one of them is to improve airline tickets. In order to provide high-quality services, AirAsia must improve the airline ticket services. And to increase the favorable perception, AirAsia must improve its fast, secure, and excellent customer services. Next is to improve the quality of services, which is the other services. AirAsia must broaden its menu selection and vary it weekly, or it could be debut a new chef-recommended dish each month to draw passengers. AirAsia also may learn how to address and raise customer satisfaction level through this study. So, additionally, AirAsia can concentrate on a certain aspect to boost client happiness, and as a result, AirAsia not only created the perception that flight tickets are extremely affordable, but also that its customer will receive high quality services. Now, let's end our presentation with a conclusion. In conclusion, every firm should create a clear mission and vision statement. The statement aids organization in outlining performance criteria and metrics based on the objective they wish to accomplish. To keep its reputation and status, the firm or organization must come up with variety of alternative plans. The firm shouldn't give up too soon because doing so could lead to the company insolvency owing to improper management.